When we say our, army, our team are working well, means all the players in the team are working well. But when our staff is wonderful in Shahid Bhutto University, our staff means all the members working there. So I think this you are clear now that when a subject is plural, in the sense we must use plural verb. When the subject is singular, we use singular verb. This we call the verb must agree with the subject in number. Rule number 1. Number 2, that we call sequence of tense. Once you start your version in past tense means second form verb. When you start with the second form verb, you are supposed to continue using the second form verb. Mostly when you write a paragraph or any assignment, you start in the past and all of a sudden you come in the present. Please note my words and look at your papers before submission. This is the most important thing and this cannot be excused. This is not error, this is not mistake, this is blunder. Please keep it in my mind. So once you said we performed a practical in the laboratory, there we experienced so many new things and I feel that it is a unique experience. Now this sentence is wrong. When you say you performed practical, all of a sudden you say I feel. No. So this feel must be changed into felt. For this it is very compulsory for you all to remember all the three forms of the verb. This is most common mistake, I tell you, please. You must remember all the three forms of verb, because without third form you cannot make perfect tense, either present or past. You cannot do passive voice, and without second form you cannot continue your past version of anything. So please, mistakes must be avoided in order to produce effective results. Everything is your language. Now for this language, something very important, another way of your writing which we catch from your writings. You write a simple sentence, very good, and next sentence you start with the because, with the therefore. Now these are we call fragments. They are not sentences. They don't give the simple, proper impression on the mind of the reader or the listener when you speak up also. So this we call fragments. Means those can be easily connected. I could not go in the function because I was not feeling well. I could not go in the function, you just give full stop. Because I was not feeling well. Another sentence. This is not another sentence. This is fragment. So please, as I am not feeling well, now as when you write, naturally you will write therefore. So this is the way to connect the two sentences making one, and this we call compound sentence. So please be careful. As I am not feeling well, so I don't join the class. As and so. In this way, when you take some correlative prepositions, correlative means that are compulsory with each other. Either you come or you deny or you refuse. Either you agree or you deny. He neither agreed nor he denied. Now look here. He neither agreed. Now this is past tense. Nor he denied. It's very compulsory to say denied. If you say neither he agreed nor he denied, it's okay. But once you say either he agreed nor he denied, again the same mistake of sequence of tense. Once you use past tense, the following sentence must be in the past tense. I think this is very clear. Now I read from your book few examples of fragments so that you may very well understand this. We should accept the proposal because the playback period is significantly less than our company standard. Now this because starts with the new sentence. What you have to do, as I explained before, that you just remove the full stop, and this because should start with the be small. I am not going to read it again. In this way, the sense of fragment should be made a sentence. One more example. The total cost is 425,000. Full stop. You give full stop, which will have to come from the contingency fund. Contingency fund we call the funds which are reserved for such type of work. Any emergency, this we say contingency fund. You must know these words as well, so that you should not get confused while you are reading anything. Now what you did, the cost is 425,000, then you gave full stop, which will have to come from the contingency fund. As I explained, nothing to use full stop and another sentence. That will be a fragment. Better you remove the full stop and say the total cost is 425,000 will have to come from the contingency fund. Will have to come. Will have to come. Try to understand the tense and the way you like to say the things. Will have to come means this is supposed to be used from contingency. So in this sense, how to translate your thoughts? The manager found the problem, full stop, at the conveyor belt, full stop. Of course, this is not a sentence. You just remove the full stop and say the manager found the problem, or you can change it. You can change it totally. The manager found the problem, give dash. Another way, dash connects the two things, explains the two things I have taught you also. Look here, the manager discovered that the problem was the conveyor belt. Found, not found, but better say word discover. What is the difference in these words? This is very important. The manager discovered that the problem was the conveyor belt. Now another way of explaining, using the dash. Look here, The manager found the problem dash the conveyor belt. It's beautiful. Look at the beauty of the expression. When you say the manager found the problem and then you say dash, what is the problem? The conveyor belt. So I think you better understand this way of saying the things and avoid making fragments. Now, modifier. Modifier means that modify, that change in a better shape. This we say modifier. The magnetic disk is the part that contains the information that is made of thin oxide coated plastic. Look here. Now we are going to correct it. The magnetic disk, comma, which is made of a thin, comma, oxide coated plastic is the part that contains the information. Now we modified the sentence by changing the parts and it gives more sense. I think you try to understand. I read again. This is very, very important. That the magnetic disk is the part that contains the information that is made of a thin oxide coated plastic. This made of the last portion. If we use the magnetic disk which is made of thin oxide coated plastic is the part that contains information. Is the part that contains information. So this is the way to do the things. And there are so many faulty things. I have sent you, please, all of you who are listening here, both the sections, exercise, 4 pages exercise of correction, and I have asked you to correct it collectively. You are allowed to sit together and after correction submit this as an assignment, group assignment, because you need the help and this helps you to learn the things. Now the committee are writing the policy, which I just explained. The committee is writing the policy. The last sentence is correct because committee as a collective noun takes singular verb. Here we are not using all the members. So committee are writing the policy. Instead say committee is writing the policy. Each of the costs are below the limit. So many times I have explained. Each of the costs, this is plural, and are below the limit. You will say it is right, no it is wrong. Each word is the subject and which is singular. Each of the cost is below the limit, not are below, because subject is each, though cost is plural. The manager or the assistant evaluates the proposal. Now this is another condition. When there are 2 subjects, one is singular, one is plural. Now what you have to do, put the verb when you are using the verb with the nearest person. If the nearest subject is singular, put the singular, and if the nearest subject is plural, put the plural verb. Now listen this sentence. Each of the costs are below the limit. Each of the cost is below the limit. This you have done. Now the plural and singular. The manager or the assistants, this is plural, evaluates the proposal. This is not right because the verb evaluates is singular and you are using with the assistants. Now the right version, the manager or the assistants evaluate the proposal. I give you another example. The principal or the members make it possible. If you say principal or the members makes it possible, will be wrong. I think this is clear. Principal is singular, are the members are plural, the verb plural is make and verb singular is makes. So we are using this make with the members. So we will say the principal or the members make it right, make the decision, whatever we like to say. So now problems with the number that we are discussing. The inspection occur before the converter is ready to produce the part. It's completed by our engineer. Now what is this? This is something very ambiguous, unclear, confusing. The word learn, ambiguous. So these are ambiguous and vague, V-A-G-U-E, unclear. That we call vague, V-A-G-U-E. So this is vague. Make it clear. The inspections occur before the converter is ready to produce the part. Full stop. They are completed by 4 engineers. So if you look at this, okay, so better I read one sentence. Everyone must bring his or her card. Everyone must bring his or her cards. How to make it clear? This makes vague, because when there are girls and boys are male and female, so the better way is to use the plural. So we will say everyone must bring their cards. I make it more clear by another example. Now look here. When we write a notice board, the manager should park his her car here, parking, because manager may be lady, manager may be a man. Better to say the managers should park their car here. I think you get my point. Instead of saying the manager should park his or her car here, better to say the managers should park their cars here. So this makes you very clear and saves your time to write his and her again and again. So this correction is really a problem. Now I'm looking for the simple sentence so that you can understand. Do not add an apostrophe to personal pronouns. Now this is very small but very great problem. This I explained on the board as well in class. It's ITS, it's IT apostrophe S. Now IT is what we call its leg is broken. Suppose chair, its leg is broken. Now this personal pronoun, it's stand for the leg of the chair. Its leg is. But when I say it's Thursday today, so I must write IT apostrophe then S. It means it is Thursday today. Please be very clear. So many times I have seen the students using apostrophe in the personal pronouns. That what say its chair is its leg is broken, means the leg of the chair is broken. So no use of apostrophe here. So please, in the same way, this apostrophe stands for your contractions. I'll in spoken language, instead of I will, I shall, because we don't use shall and will separately. Nowadays we just say ill, I apostrophe double L. So I'll, so try to understand these things. should have, should have, should, and then apostrophe and ve, and they are pronouncing it will help you speaking good English. They are the boys who will be playing in the ground. They are the boys who will be playing in the ground. What I say? They are the boys who are playing in the ground. So once you used contractions, this we call contractions, and using apostrophe means something is missing. This I explained you a wonderful word. Listen again. What is 7 o'clock? What is 6 o'clock? No answer. Mostly people have no answer. This 6 o'clock means here the apostrophe is for the missing letter. 6 O apostrophe clock. This missing letter is F. 6 of the clock. Because time comes from the clock. 7 o'clock. 7 of the clock. So missing, this apostrophe for missing ones. Now missing letters often we use in poetry also. O'er rough and smooth she trips along. This is the poetry of Wordsworth, if you remember. Or O-E-R. Or, the word is over. But in poetry we have to make a sound so that the rhythm should not drop out. This we call meter in English. O'er rough and smooth she trips along but never looks behind. So we write over O-E-R, E and apostrophe shows that V is missing. In the same way, so many words. Oft, apostrophe means often. Against, apostrophe in the beginning means against. So many times we use such type of things. This apostrophe is very useful sometimes for the missing letter, and this missing letter helps us, and sometimes we use it for plurals. 6 is means 6 times is. Just say 2 hours means 2 times hour. 4 M's, M and then apostrophe is means 4 times M, the use of 4 times M. So these are the things that you should be clear about so that you may not be confused while reading or writing and conveying the things. Now the last sentence, what we were discussing already, the new compiler who compiles, who collects the things. The new compiler requires new software. It must be compatible with our hardware. This software and hardware, they are your technical terms. Written again, the new computer requires new software. It must be compatible, means in agreement. It must be compatible with our hardware. Must be compatible with our hardware. Now it is vague, not clear. Look here. The new compiler, comma, which requires new software, comma. Now in 2 dashes or in 2 commas, when we put a phrase, it is for explanation. If you leave this phrase, even the sentence is meaningful. Look here. The new compiler, comma, which requires new software, comma, must be compatible with our hardware. Now I leave this phrase between the commas. The new compiler must be compatible with our hardware. This is the best way of saying the things, but we must explain the compiler. So we write after comma, which requires new software. Right? So this is the condition and this is the way of saying the things. This is a variety of your confusions. Those should be very much cleared in discussing these things. Once again read it so that you should be very clear, because you are not seeing, you don't have the book. The new compiler requires new software, full stop. It must be compatible with our hardware. You are using two long sentences which is not very clear, rather confusing. Now these two sentences are joined to be one by this clear method. The new compiler, comma, which requires new software, comma, must be compatible with our hardware. So in this way, these are the few mistakes, and I have, as I said, 4 pages of those you may feel difficult, but you must refer to the rules and the grammar so that you may very well understand what it is. Plural and singular, this I explained you in class also, but this is also wonderful, so I say. I saw a 6 feet long snake. Very simple sentence, so that you may understand, all of you. I saw a 6 feet long snake. After thinking many times, you will say the sentence is correct. Now the sentence is not correct, because when you use 6, the digit, don't use the plural feet. I saw 6 foot. I saw 6 foot long snake. In the same way, if you say I bought 3 dozens of banana, this is wrong. Once you say 3, it's understood. Dozen itself has 12. Everyone knows. So when you say I bought 3 dozens, so this will be wrong. In the same way, there are some singulars and plurals that you cannot change. So while using them, please keep it in mind. There is a wonderful sceneries in Swat. Wonderful sceneries in Swat. You will say, okay sir, very good, because so many sceneries we see. Scenery itself is singular, scenery itself is plural. So, beautiful scenery. Many a beautiful scenery are seen in Swat. This you may say. He gave me 2 good advices. That is wrong. He gave me 2 good pieces of advice. Advice cannot be made plural. We received lot of informations about COVID-19. We receive lot of informations about COVID-19 everywhere. This is wrong again. We receive lot of information, not informations. I think this is very simple, but this is very important, because you often use such type of things. She had wonderful furnitures in the bungalow. She has wonderful furnitures. There is no plural of furnitures. Wonderful pieces of furniture. Like advice, I said 2 pieces of advice. In the same way, she has wonderful pieces of furniture in her bungalow. So this again you have to remember. And the trousers, news, this you cannot change into singular. They will remain plural. I heard a good news. Don't say I heard a good new. New, what is new? So news will remain news. So he needs a trousers. Don't say he need a trouser. No. Scissors, physics, mathematics. I use these name of subject because they are very very clear and you understand easily that mathematics and physics you cannot make singular. In the same way, trousers and news you cannot make singular because the words are plural. And the last thing to tell you that the names of the books, Three Musketeers is a based book, is an interesting book. Now you will confuse that sir says Three Musketeers. Now Musketeers is plural, everybody can see, of course, but this is name of books, my dear. Three Musketeers is an interesting novel. Musketeers, this is the name of the book. In the same way, there are so many things. Be very careful in use of the verbs because these verbs make your sentences clear, right or wrong. And I again revise, please, use of the proper verb with the proper subject in singular and plural. Verb must agree with the subject, don't forget it. And when you are writing, do think that once you write past tense, you must be in past tense, but once you write present or future, you can use any tense. Now, this should be also explained. Okay, I am talking to you, then I shall go to the market. Now I am talking to you, after I can use future tense. Okay, I am talking to you before I was reading the book. Now in the present I can use either future tense or the past tense because present we are talking now. I did something before, I can say in past tense. I shall be doing something afterwards, that I'll tell in future. And next important thing, the mostly when you write the conditional tenses, you make so many mistakes. Conditional tenses means there is a condition. For example, if you don't study, you will fail. In Urdu, when you give you this sentence or other such type of things, you use future tense twice, that is wrong. आप वहाँ जाएंगे, okay, I use Urdu. आप वहाँ जाएंगे तो आपको मिलेगा ना. अब आप अंग्रेजी करें इसकी. If you will go there, you will get it. That is wrong, totally wrong. You have to say, if you go there. Now this is present, you will receive it, you will get it. मिलेगा तब, that is future. But this action asks you to do something in present. In the same way, if you study, you will pass. First should be the action in present, then the result, the consequence in the future. This is very important. So this is conditional tense. If you don't eat, you will grow weak. Better way to use the second first. You will grow weak if you don't eat. Don't change the sentence. Listen. You will grow weak. This is the result. You will grow weak if you don't eat. If you go late, you will miss the train. Reverse it. You will miss the train if you go late. Now, this is the way to say the things. The past tense. Remember the rule. Once you are in past tense, you must be in past tense. Now, conditional tense is in past tense. That if I was a minister, I would have helped you. Both are past tense, but the sentence is not correct. If I was, no. Anything you wanted to be but you could not. Use the word were. If I were a minister, I would have helped you. Please. If I were a teacher, I would have taught you better. So past tense must follow past tense. Third sentence, which is very simple. I saw him crossing the road. What you say, I saw him, full stop, he was crossing the road. This is fragment, which in the beginning I think I explained you, fragments. Don't write two sentences. I saw him when he was crossing the road. And look at the sentences, both are in past tense or not. One is past simple, another is past continuous. So making your language wonderful, these are the few tips. Please don't forget to go through those sentences, because I have explained mostly everything that you know, and now you will be able to correct the 4 pages exercise which I have given you as assignment. You do it collectively, use your mind, refer your grammar books, whatever you have got. Because I told you in the technical communication, the last word comes correctness. And in the writing process, if you remember, I introduce you again, and the next class I will explain this topic. First need planning. When you are writing, there are 3 steps. Planning, writing, and writing has 3 steps, and then revising. For technical writers, first is planning. Planning means what are you going to say, who are you going to say, what is the audience nature and ability. Number 2 is drafting, that we call roughly. So drafting. And third is revising. Revising means correction. This what I was teaching you. Without correction, you will find so many mistakes of punctuation, of articles, of these 2 rules, and singular plural, sceneries and furniture and all these things. So now you understand better. So there are 3 steps. First, you plan. In planning, you have to look at the audience whom you are writing, number the purpose what you are writing for, and in drafting there are 3 procedures again. Means writing has 3 procedures. One is pre-writing, number 2 is writing, and number 3 is post-writing. If you remember, I explained you in the first class on internet this way of our now talking face to face, and I showed you, rather gave you a sort of notes. Again I'll send you, okay, from this book. I again send you in a very nice, rather I make a very clear picture and send you about this. Please, so read it when I send you the writing process. Remember, pre-writing, post-writing, pre-writing, writing and post-writing. Post means after, pre means before. What you have to think before writing, and then you write yourself, and in the end post-writing. As I explained you, first pre-writing is your planning, and writing itself has certain features, and when you finish it, that we call draft, and post-writing is revising it, correcting it, and that correction will make your document fit to send to anybody. This is very important. So please try to read. If you have the book, that's very good. Otherwise, I'll send you this, and use these diagrams. In technical writing, mostly we use pictures, diagrams, tables, and many type of things. There's bullets. So, okay, I finish my class and hope you are doing well. Take care, please. Khuda Hafiz.